You've been faithfully applying serums, layering SPF, sleeping with a jade roller, and your skin still looks tired, thin, or prematurely lined. The missing piece might not be your moisturizer. It might be what your body is doing from the inside: cortisol. Your skin isn't necessarily aging faster because of bad products. It's stressed. In this video, I'll explain why cortisol silently sabotages collagen and repair, show you a simple, science-friendly 5-minute cortisol detox you can do right now, and give the longer-term habits that actually protect your skin. Cortisol is the body's alarm hormone. It's produced by the adrenal glands when you face a threat, a loud noise, a tight deadline, or a real danger. That short-lived spike is useful. It sharpens focus, mobilizes energy, and helps you respond. The problem is when the alarm stays stuck on day after day. Chronic cortisol exposure behaves like a slow chemical erosion on your skin. Imagine acid on collagen. It doesn't melt your face overnight, but repeated exposure increases the activity of enzymes that break down collagen and elastin, weakens the skin barrier, fuels inflammation, and slows the repair processes your skin relies on each night. Those effects show up in familiar ways: thinner, crepey skin, deeper lines where collagen has been lost, more redness and sensitivity because the barrier isn't holding, and slower recovery after acne or irritation. It's not just cosmetic. The biology behind this is real. Stress-responsive cells in the skin release inflammatory signals that amplify local tissue breakdown. A study from 2014 at the NIH, which I'll link in the description, explored how stress increases mast cell-driven cytokine release in skin and identified that certain compounds, like specific flavonoids and proteoglycan-containing substances, can blunt that inflammatory cascade. That doesn't mean a pill will erase years, but it does give us a clear message. Calming the nervous system and reducing stress-driven inflammation is a valid path to healthier skin. If you want something you can do right now, here's the 5-minute cortisol detox. It's safe, non-invasive, and built to lower an acute cortisol spike and shift your nervous system back toward rest. Start with 2 minutes of paced breathing. Try a 4-4-6 pattern. Inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 4, exhale for 6. If counting feels awkward, simply slow your breath until it feels steady and gentle. 2 minutes of paced breathing reduces sympathetic arousal and engages the parasympathetic, the part of your nervous system that tells cortisol to wind down. Next, spend 1 minute on gentle facial lymphatic massage. Using light pressure from clean fingers, sweep from the center of your forehead downward toward the temples, then from your cheekbones toward the ears, and finish with a couple of strokes along your jawline toward the collarbone. The goal is soothing motion, not force.
This helps circulation and gives a calming sensory input to the nervous system. Then, for about 30 seconds, splash your face with cool water, or press a cool compress lightly across your cheeks and forehead. That mild cold stimulus can stimulate the vagus nerve and produce a quick calming response without shocking the system. After that, take 30 seconds to slowly drink a full glass of water. Hydration matters for the skin barrier and for signaling to your brain that you're caring for your body. While you sip, say a short grounding phrase to yourself like, "I am calm," or "I am safe." The combination of physical hydration and a verbal cue helps settle the mind. Finish with 1 minute of grounding movement. Press both feet firmly into the floor, feel the connection, and take 3 long inhales and exhales. If you have a pet nearby and it's safe to do so, a brief moment of petting them works wonders. Human-animal touch is a powerful, immediate stress reliever for many people. Altogether, 2 minutes breathing, 1 minute facial massage, 30 seconds cool splash, 30 seconds water and grounding phrase, 1 minute reset. That's 5 minutes devoted to shifting your biology from fight or flight to rest and repair. This routine won't erase years of stress-related damage in a single session, but it reliably reduces acute cortisol surges and gives you a tool you can use multiple times a day, especially before sleep or before a skincare session, to help your skin actually reap the benefits of actives like retinol or vitamin C. If that quick routine helped you feel calmer, tap like and tell me in the comments what you felt. That helps me know what's working for you. Beyond the 5-minute reset, the strongest evidence-aligned strategies to protect your skin are the same habits that protect your whole body. First, prioritize sleep. Your skin does most of its repair while you're asleep, so make the sleep environment dark, cool, and consistent. Avoid eating within 4 to 5 hours of bedtime when possible. Late-night carbs and sugar can cause metabolic and hormonal fluctuations that interfere with quality sleep and cortisol rhythms. If falling or staying asleep is a problem, consider discussing magnesium stratus with your healthcare provider. Low magnesium can be associated with poor sleep for some people. You should check levels with your clinician rather than guessing, and always consult before starting any supplement. Diet matters too. A lower sugar, lower refined carb approach reduces background inflammation. Focus on leafy greens, colorful vegetables, and sources of healthy fats, avocado, olive oil, and fatty fish, which provide omega-3s that are associated with reduced inflammatory signaling in the skin. Staying consistently hydrated supports the skin barrier and systemic function. On the supplement side, some compounds have been identified as supportive in the context of stress and skin inflammation.
Flavonoid-rich extracts and proteoglycan-containing supplements were part of the signaling described in that 2014 NIH work, and in related research, omega-3 fatty acids and magnesium also have evidence for supporting inflammation control and sleep. Language here is important. These are evidence-aligned options that may help reduce the inflammatory impact of stress. They are not miracle cures. Always consult a healthcare provider before beginning supplements, especially if you take medications or have medical conditions. Check product sourcing and dosing via reliable links. I'll put suggested resources in the description. Timing of meals and macronutrients is a practical lever you can use right away. Avoid heavy, sugary snacks late at night and aim to include protein and healthy fats at meals to stabilize blood sugar, which helps keep cortisol from spiking to compensate for rapid glucose swings. Hydration is simple but underrated. Small, regular sips throughout the day maintain circulation and skin turgor. Over the long run, this helps barrier function and overall resilience. Don't forget topical skincare. Sunscreen, vitamin C, retinoids, and barrier-repairing moisturizers still matter. The difference is this. Topical actives build and protect structure, while stress management stops the internal forces that tear that structure down. You can't out-cream a stressed body, but when you combine smart topical care with systemic stress regulation, those topicals work better and longer. A few quick myth-busters before we close. You won't fully reverse decades of structural changes with a single routine or supplement, and no supplement should replace medical treatment. Cortisol-related skin changes are gradual. Your progress will be gradual too. Be patient and consistent. If you have ongoing sleep disorder, anxiety, or suspected hormonal or adrenal issues, reach out to a healthcare provider for evaluation and testing. Don't stop any prescribed medication without consulting your clinician. To recap, chronic cortisol is a hidden driver of skin breakdown because it increases enzymes that damage collagen, weakens the barrier, and fuels inflammation. Use the 5-minute cortisol detox whenever you feel overwhelmed or before bed. 2 minutes paced breathing, 1 minute gentle facial lymphatic massage, 30 seconds cool stimulus, 30 seconds slow hydration with a grounding phrase, and 1 minute of grounding movement or pet contact. Build longer-term defenses with good sleep hygiene, thoughtful meal timing, a low-sugar, nutrient-rich diet, consistent hydration, and evidence-aligned supplements after consulting your provider. Combine these systemic steps with your topical routine for the best results. If you want the study link, recommended resources on supplements and sleep support options, and a suggested next video about nighttime routines that amplify retinol's benefits, check the description below.
Subscribe for more practical, science-minded skin health guidance, and come back. Small, steady changes add up.